Well, it's about time I introduced the new project. This is a 2007 International 4300 that used to be a Forest Service troop carrier, or they call them hotshot rigs. I bought it back in August of last year, and we went through it mechanically. Got new tires, new wheels, Alcoa wheels all around. It's got 147,000 miles on it currently, and the intent behind the purchase was to turn it into an RV, or toter home, tow pig, whatever you want to call it. Big, capable truck that can pull anything you hook to it, basically. So, on the business end of things, we've got a 7.6 liter DT 466E, mated to a 6-speed Eaton Fuller manual transmission. As you can see, everything's kind of fresh. Just recently did a coolant flush. So I bought it from a dealer up in Indiana, and I thought that, given that it was essentially a government truck, I thought the trucks would be better taken care of than this one was. But mechanically, it needed some work. So we did leaf spring bushings, we did kink pins, brakes were out of adjustment, shocks, tie rods, drag link, airbags in the back, and the whole get up. Needed tires, so I went ahead and, like I said, I upsized. Came with 10R 22.5s. We moved up to the 11s, and yeah, I'm gonna start the build process on this thing. It's got 10 cubbies all around. See, the batteries are stored in there. It's got 4 truck batteries. Those 2 are in there, and you get the point as far as that goes. Inside, it's starting to rain. So the roof and walls are already insulated, and it's already got power run in it from 2 of those batteries. It's got heating and air in the back, but it is run off the engine, so I'm looking to put in a home style mini split. But here's the business end. It's a fun truck to drive. But the plan is, so we're going to put a bed right here. We're going to relocate that, get rid of the outlets. Either a full XL or a queen. A queen will go out to about those wheel cutouts all the way forward. This would be a kitchen area, maybe a desk, and then since this is the inside of the cubbies, what I would like to do is from this bump all the way to the wall, cut it out, cut the cubbies out, and build a shower and shitter. Frame it in. You know, you can have a nice, get rid of this guy. So it's got the bus style overhead racks, if you will. And yeah, not sure about the floor. Ceiling, headroom is 6'1". I'm 6 foot. So I gotta be careful on what I do with the flooring, because obviously that's gonna eat up headroom. The little pass through here, I'm 6 foot, 290 pounds. So a bit on the chunkier side, and I can fit through there no problem. So that helps that I don't have to cut a walk through or slide through or whatever. So, but it's already got a 20K Class 5 hitch. that I put on not long ago. And yeah, like I said, I've had it for a couple months, just haven't made a video on it. Been busy trying to get it on the road, registered, inspected, and all that stuff. But yeah, she is a runner. From what I've read, should get anywhere between 7 to 8 miles per gallon. Engine is super tight, no blow by. The rear AC, it's got a dedicated compressor. So this is the traditional compressor that you'd see on any car or truck. It's got a standalone for the back, still spun off of the crank pulley. That's the little belt. And it's got the condenser up there on the roof, and then you saw the evaporator in the back. So pretty trick little system, but it is 100% dependent on the engine running. And obviously I don't want to have this thing idling all night, so that's why we're going to try to do the mini split system. But and I'll fire it up. Took it out on a 40-mile drive yesterday. ABS light is on. That's from doing the kingpins. I need to adjust the sensors. But yeah, 6-speed manual. These engines are super reliable and super tough. They are popular in the tractor pull world. I think the blocks are good for, I don't know, over 1,000 horsepower, which obviously it'll never get to that point. It's currently stock at 255 horsepower and 660 torque. So even at that, it gets up and goes pretty well. With the taller tires, it tops out at 80 miles an hour at exactly 2,500 RPM, which is the governor. So the whole point of making this video is I want to start a build series on this thing. I want to turn it into a camper, and eventually I want to turn it into a 4-wheel drive camper. So I'll have more videos as I go along, but the next project is probably going to be the AC system in the rear. I've already bought batteries. We're going to go with EcoFlow Delta Pro batteries. 2 or 3 of those should be 7,000-8,000 kilowatt hours, so that should be enough to run the AC or heat with the engine off for a considerable amount of time. So, and also did a little bit of sound deadening to try to quiet the engine a bit because she is pretty loud. But AC works really well. Radio has terrible speakers. I just leave it off. Does have the exhaust brake, which comes in handy, and of course the suspension dump, which will drop the ass of this thing about 4 or 5 inches, whether you need it to get in or help you hook up to a trailer or whatever. So yeah, there you have it. I'll post more videos here in a couple days, but there you have it, the International soon-to-be RV.